Hello and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D The Argent Flame. This is The Burn Ends, where we're talking about episode 29 to 31. Thank you all for keeping me on. That was a lot, guys. A lot of stuff happened. So we thought it was going to be, just a shopping episode. But then we had our beautiful, wonderful, smart and intelligent guest star with us, Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
As this mysterious character that was searching around Minheim trying to find something. Little did you know, end up realizing. Well, not necessarily. Let's talk about it.
Well, I felt like I did hear her say, "Take the dwarf."
Yeah.
So she was looking for at least one of us.
Yeah. You wonder why me?
I do wonder that.
I mean,
actually, I wonder if
they're from the
Security
Conclave,
4.
Security 4 wanted you.
Correct.
So obviously, there's something about you that they want to turn into their
And
thing.
you know that they've been dealing with stuff related to the primordials.
Yes.
That makes me wonder if they're somehow like trying to do something good for Kosuth too.
How would that?
I have no idea. Do I look like the Conclave?
Maybe they just want the world to go in chaos so that they reap the benefits, you know?
Right.
Like, and
Bring
that's
back the primordial.
right.
But I mean,
I
especially
will
with
ask from you, we did talk a lot about meta knowledge of your backstory.
Yeah.
Do your best not to tell them that. I mean,
Don't give us too
there'll
many
be a
secrets.
line
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
but-
what they probably already know.
Yes.
But
That I'm blind. I'm not gonna give you guys any more.
yeah.
Okay, a couple of mechanic things, right?
Yes.
So when you go down to 0 hit points, you
Yeah.
go unconscious.
Okay.
And then you start rolling what are called death saves. So you roll the d20. 10 or higher is a success, 9 or lower is a failure. If you get 3 failures, you're just dead. If you get 3 successes, you're stable, but you're still unconscious.
Okay.
So
If you roll a natural 20, you come up to consciousness with one hit point. If you roll a natural 1, you lose 2 failures.
it counts as 2 failures.
Okay.
If you get
So-
hit by a melee attack, it's an automatic critical hit, and you lose 2
two
failures.
failures.
If you get hit by if you take any damage, period, you lose 1 failure.
So, as an assassin, more than likely, when you you stab somebody and they go unconscious, you probably would have
Double
finished
tap.
them off.
Okay.
But
If that's your job. If
But
that was your
most
Exactly.
likely,
Right.
seeing as you know that the Dorken and Rai are the assassin hand of the Conclave, now, if they didn't double tap you, that's because you were just in their way.
Yes.
Right.
Good news, we were in their way.
And not their
You
objective.
want their objective, right? Which begs the question.
What is the objective?
Right.
So
it had something.
the other thing is, so say I have 55 hit points. If you do 100, or if you get me to negative 55, that's automatic death. That's
But it has to be in a
death.
single instance of damage.
Yes.
So
Because
like,
if you go to if you have 10 hit points and he takes 40,
Yeah.
if he has a maximum of 50, he has 10 hit
Well, I
points
don't think
left,
it's me.
and he takes 40 points of hit points. It's still only negative 30. And it resets back to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only if it actually goes into negative 50
Yeah.
like past
for
your.
one instance. So you'd take
So-
your maximum hit points into the negative for one
Okay.
instance of damage.
Okay.
Then you're just straight up dead because you take too much fucking damage.
Yeah.
You're just splat.
And when you say one instance, does that mean like one
One
single attack?
Yes.
One
Yeah,
single. Okay.
one instance.
So
it could be
right
a
now I'm
spell
at
that
1
deals
hit point. So if you hit me by 63 damage, I would instantly die.
in one instance. So
Okay.
one attack,
One
one
spell.
damage worth of one spell's worth of damage.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
So, like when you're adding your d12s up in your head, how many to throw on to somebody? If you want them to die, just add enough that you're gonna put
Granted, you
negative.
did go to your statute of limitations for that one, because you can only go to a maximum of 5.
She only did 4. She could have added one.
Oh no, you did. You
No,
should've
I
done
did all 5.
You
Yeah,
did
you did all 5
You
on
did
you.
five.
I did
Oh yeah,
Because it
You just
starts at
didn't have
D.
as many.
She did a 4th level spell, but it starts at 2d12, and then for each level adds 1. It's like Smite.
right. And it was only 5. She only took 10 of my spell slots away.
Right.
She said
5 is
that
her
her
maximum
lim-
that she can do,
Yeah.
up to a maximum of 5d12.
I think she only did 4.
No,
No,
you
you
did
did
5.
Because I remember it was
She 5
10
watch
was
roll.
supposed to be taken away. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't have 10 to take away.
Yeah, that's the Mage Eater side for you,
But yeah,
guys.
so
That thing's intense.
Yeah,
if you want to
I can
kill
get that.
somebody, just do enough damage
Specifically designed
to
to
wipe them all.
destroy
the negative of
spellcasters,
their
Yeah.
hit-
which
HP.
all of you
Yeah.
are. Oh,
Technically. That
Technic-
was a disintegrate spell, right? Or was
yes,
it
I would essentially make you, with the start of our next session, roll an Arcana check. But yes, for player knowledge, that was a disintegrate spell. That's like
So it would have instantly killed me anyway because I was already at 0 hit
plus
points.
40 damage. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because you're already at 0 hit points, so it instantly disintegrates you.
No, you take amount of force damage equal to the damage that the creature would take.
If the target is
Right, that's but she's the target. She's the target of the spell. You're the target of her bond.
Okay.
So it's not the disintegrate spell doesn't hit
10d6
you.
plus 40. Like there's no chance that.
Yeah,
I
you,
would've-
you had a
was-
very good chance of just straight up dying.
Which
Yeah.
was why Cole.
And then
I
your
were like,
only
"Fuck,
option
no."
then would be to get you to a temple within
That's why I
1
was
minute,
so glad. That I
or
have
pay
that
somebody
spell
over
back.
1,000 gold for a raised dead spell.
But it's still. I just took
No.
the force damage and I wouldn't.
Yes.
technically be
Yeah, you would
Correct.
take the force damage from the ability.
So the force damage essentially funnels through her body,
Yeah.
and half of it gets shunted off to you.
Yeah, like because you're bonded with blood.
Yeah.
Granted, you now have the person that bonded your blood, and your job is to get rid of that. So it's kind of bittersweet too, because if that person was alive and teleported away, you could all be a very real target.
Yes.
So
I'm
TJ, can this awaken my
body
hammer?
kill?
Wait,
You
so
gotta
I
do
have a
that for
question.
everything.
But now I have someone else's soul attached to mine while I'm sitting here.
The soul's dead.
No.
The end.
It's bonded with me.
That's okay. That's actually a compelling argument.
Do you need
Yeah,
do you
just
need
the
a,
body
do you need
is
a week
dead.
to think about this, TJ?
Yes. Well, actually, why don't we do that? Yeah, I would say sure. We'll make some rolls the next time we come for the next session.
Just
Just
'cause
remind me. Yeah, I think that's
that
fair.
would make sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because essentially, like her soul is somehow intertwined with yours. I mean, it's more like her physical form is.
Right.
But yeah, yes.
So since now these guys know about their necklace, like amulet, like contingency, would it
Bit of a problem.
But
it's
wouldn't
not.
but wouldn't they just? But I'm saying like when I come back, or whatever. If if the door cannon right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you don't have one.
No, I know I don't have one, but I'm saying if other assassins come, wouldn't the door cannon ride just be smart enough to just place the contingency in a different
Very possibly.
jewelry?
Very possibly.
We'll take off all your jewelry.
Yeah.
Right.
If the information
Necklace.
that what you did
Bracelet.
makes it back,
Yeah. But wouldn't? I mean, I guess because that's not something I would know innately.
you would only know if you went to go. I mean, you're smart.
Mhm.
You could assume that
Yeah.
something went wrong with the
Of course, I
necklace.
would assume something went wrong with the necklace, and then something went wrong with her trying to die, her trying to disintegrate.
Speaking of which,
So, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if it's like people,
both of your sisters.
Probably not. But, like,
Her.
what?
The
Oh,
other
no,
one was
no.
unconscious and
Yeah.
bled out
Oh, damn.
when they got Oh well, no,
They-
no.
Would
I have
she
a
have
question
gone,
because
We need to
would
destroy
she have
his
gone to the
body.
same place?
Yeah.
you don't know. You would have no.
No,
way
I
of
just
knowing.
mean
Well,
because she could have
this does
stabilized.
what it's supposed
I know.
to.
I understand.
Her
You would have no
body
way of knowing. Your sisters are not there where you should.
Mhm.
Will or won't?
That's a very good question. She has a specific place where she goes. Like wrote backstories for these people.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
Makes sense.
let me roll a luck check to see if somebody would stabilize her because both of your sisters are dead.
Now you got some big
Yeah.
want to kill us all.
Now you got. Granted, you know the one sister's body is safe wherever
Mhm.
their sanctuary was,
Mhm.
but the other one is not okay, and these are the people that caused it.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like
We
if
make
they're
friends everywhere we go.
if they're part of like what's essentially the D&D Illuminati that secretly controls everything,
Sure.
I feel like they would be smart enough to be like, I feel like they would
Well,
be. They'd
Wait,
be.
what?
We know that they're
We
part.
know
they're
that the
used by the
conclave is the,
Right.
the,
Yeah.
is
We
the
know that they're-
Illuminati
yeah.
for
So
this world. So
Wouldn't they would definitely be smart enough to be like, hey, this didn't work, probably because they ripped her amulet off, and
Yeah.
then
Absolutely,
So-
absolutely, yeah. You being someone who's trained in that could absolutely be like, you know what? If you wanted to report back to the conclave and be like, hey, don't send them into battle with necklace anymore. That's a problem.
Mhm.
Maybe do it on a tattoo or
Mhm.
something that can't be taken from them.
A ring or a brooch or
Yeah.
anything else.
You can absolutely bring that
Change
information
it.
back to the conclave
Yes.
if you wish.
Yeah.
So I mean, that,
Granted, you don't have one. That's just part of your innate abilities.
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
So it's not something that can be taken away from me.
Cool.
Really ended. So you're just gonna haunt us.
Yeah.
Yes, essentially.
Yeah.
That's fun.
that's not fun.
That was sarcastic.
So here's the deal: you don't need orders to go after a body that was left in the field.
Mhm.
You just assume you have to go after it. Granted, you would need an order to continue pursuing something that didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
because they need to reassess what had happened and consider all the dominoes. You know?
Do I need to speak with someone to have additional reinforcements again?
If you wish to, yes, you
I
can
mean,
do
of
that.
course I do.
If you wish to like send a message to somebody in order to do that, you are at a location that would make that very easy.
Am I only allowed to like have 2 people with me?
I will say that it would be that there might be some roles involved. There might be some roles involved to see if you can convince somebody to give you more.
Okay.
That's a little meta towards us.
Yeah.
I'm saying that right now. Part of the reason, like,
Wait, could we just like?
There's a reason
leave
why
the
even the
body?
host is afraid of these people.
yeah.
Could we just like leave the body and
We
just,
could.
and just
Hey.
like be like, okay, bye.
If my rolls with my hammers go well, we may not have that option.
I'm of the
Are you gonna
opinion they
capture
were trying to
control?
destroy their body. Search it, destroy it.
It all depends on what I can
I
do.
just think we should like run away.
Because then our body would accept it.
Yeah.
Like,
Taka.
as much as I want to kill these people, which is
Cremate.
a lot.
Get rid of it. Run the fuck away.
Yeah.
Well, I want to
Even before that meta knowledge
No,
that came
do
out,
you-
my thing was search the body, destroy it, because she was trying to destroy her body anyway. We keep it, they are going to be after us even harder.
They are
As a
probably
cleric who
watching
knows
us anyway.
divination,
So
you
what
know
are
that
your
items.
intentions?
Good.
Why did
have
you even
weight.
bother counterspelling?
So-
What are your intentions to do with this?
I didn't
Yeah.
want Argus to die.
Considering I knew that Argus was tied, that's where the
We knew
concern
that.
came
Yeah,
in.
that's what
Yeah.
we were
It was
worried
not
about.
related to the
Yes,
body.
and eventually, like this bond will fade
I
away.
just wanted to get her to not be alive anymore. I wanted us to double tap.
You wanted
her.
to unalive her.
Yeah, so that's why I was going for the necklace. I wanted her to be double
Dead.
tapped.
But at this point, like, it's more trouble than it's worth. Like, cause that now, like, you guys were, it was just like you guys just happened to be in the wrong
Right.
place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
but
we're
now
really
you're
good at that.
actively being hunted by
Well,
assassins.
well,
That's
literally,
Oh, but the thing is, but even if you search, but the thing is, like,
our MO.
you
This
gotta-
is literally it's being in the wrong, like being there on the wrong place at the wrong time,
And then making
being
the
someone
worst
else,
decision.
Now having
Yes.
someone else be really like that's like
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
happened
Like,
to us three
like
or
I
four
said,
times.
you
Yeah.
don't need authorization
Yeah,
to
of
go
course.
back and retrieve the body or disintegrate the body or get rid of it.
yes, 100%.
You do need authorization to pursue these individuals if you deem them a threat,
Yes, okay.
and that is entirely up to the conqueror,
Mhm.
not you.
Okay.
You do what
So
you're told.
hopefully they're like,
Okay.
no, they're
He'll-
just a bunch
I mean,
of idiots.
But
You can,
It's the
you can
first
try
one.
and
We had the
convince
host,
them
and then we had the
more.
mummy, and so it's like
Because like
We have
information of what
Yeah.
happened has to be given back to them so they can make an informed decision.
of course.
All you know is that a bunch of dumb idiots stumbled into this place and you tried to kill us and it didn't go well.
Yeah.
And you said, get the door.
Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Go back.
how would I know?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at you. Come on, tell me.
I
about
gave
your
Taylor
backstory.
multiple objectives
Mhm.
and like and an order as to which they were
Yeah.
supposed to accomplish them.
So
Yes.
depending on your objectives, we may or may not be still a threat to you.
But I feel like regardless, they don't want. I feel like regardless, I'd probably like my character probably would get the go ahead to get you guys because the
Try-
magic,
yeah.
the magic of the Dorcan Rye is probably not supposed to be in people's
No.
hands that
Well,
are not.
that's the thing. That's
Yeah.
why you don't need authorization to
Yeah.
retrieve and get rid of the body.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying like, if
If they stand in your way,
yes, okay,
you take them out.
Yes.
Okay.
You do whatever it is you need to do to retrieve / get rid of the body.
But what if they already searched the body and tried to get rid of it? I would
Then
assume that
you
they're still a threat.
eliminate any and all who have items that they have done, and if you need to take them out in order to do that, then you do so.
So they can't keep the pendant.
You don't. You know none of this.
No.
Yeah,
you
but
know
we
none of
can
this.
assume that we shouldn't.
But it's
keep
like-
stuff.
Yeah.
Now you can do
Her
that.
disintegration
These
spell-
are legendary These are assassins of legend,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Why did they? Come
What he's
up
saying
with
is-
mentors? They were so nice.
you don't have to have authorization to go and finish the disintegration.
Fuck, they were nice
You need
to
to like
me.
wipe the evidence,
Mhm.
and you can do that on your own. To come after us, though, if we leave it all there and we just run away,
Yeah, granted, you are keenly aware of everything your sisters keep on them.
Mhm.
you couldn't necessarily just chase after us because you want.
So,
Okay.
because that would be like if you found the body and everything was intact, and then you would either bring the body back or disintegrate the body your discretion, whatever you think is the safest.
Okay.
And then you would give the information
on
of
to
like these
your-
people had access to a body for a certain amount of time. What do you want me to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your orders.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it's up to you guys. Like I said, that's up to your
Right.
discretion.
What we do
Like,
with it,
would
then, then you have some.
We will spend the next week arguing over what we want to do with
We
that.
will not be taking it.
No.
If we take anything, Sokka's dipping.
Now, you can
Yeah.
examine, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
You can look,
I want
yeah.
to see what they have on them, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too, but I don't want to.
I also do know that you
I
can
have this
scry
nifty
and
little
locate. And
Objects carry weight, divination wise. So
Yep.
that's
I
why we
don't
put these in
want
the
to.
bag of holding.
I don't want us to take
No.
anything.
like I'm,
Granted, you know that this body is inexorably now tied to Argus's blood.
Oh, that's.
That's the other reason that I'm personally of the opinion that we destroy the body ourselves.
Then there would be no.
Shut up, shut up.
Well,
Yeah. We know.
And they wouldn't know.
Again,
If
we're
anything
gonna.
was missing.
Yeah, we're literally gonna spend the next
Well-
week arguing about all of this.
Destroying the
No,
body, leaving the possessions.
Possible.
Or if you can,
One way to find out.
if you can connect with the soul in some way and destroy it, then that would probably
Well,
break a blood bond too.
To break all of our meta, if I can possess the soul, then I will have the soul in my hammer to do with what I will.
Which would mean it couldn't be resurrected. As a,
Correct. Because
as a
I'd
living
have
being.
the soul.
Right. It could be turned into a zombie. And I don't know if that link would still exist or not, but
There's a bunch of stuff going on.
I'm
You guys got to
Yes.
experiment and find out.
Theo
Mhm.
is terrified.
We also don't
Sokka
know-
is angry.
we also don't know how dedicated they would be to coming after us.
Also,
Right.
poor Pinjack.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Um,
He didn't get.
He got us into this
They
shit.
just
who,
ignored
who
him.
ended up over here? Softy, you were over here.
Yeah. No.
A good 40, if not more, bodies have been piled up here. Just
All of the people he was here.
all of the
are
people.
dead.
His entire faction.
Aw.
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we can loot them.
That's right, the bones over there. Because they
I
bone,
mean,
they dead.
Well, they're not going to use it.
Nope.
You know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's your brother's homies.
All the people that were supposed to help.
Yeah.
Don't loot your brother's
Yep.
homies.
But like,
So
they're
yeah,
legit,
that's
bro.
another thing.
So that tells us a lot
Right.
too.
If they came here to kill these people, it's because they didn't want them doing
over the faction.
the steer crack
Yeah.
thing.
Well, and considering
Yeah.
the orders that we've gotten from the conclave, this may have been not. This may have been what, kind of like whatever's saying. It's gonna happen either way.
Well, okay. Emrys gave us our orders under the bubble.
Yes.
So potentially the conclave doesn't know what our orders are. Or even that he gave us a specific, like what task he gave us. He gave us a task. but
I need
they
to
don't-
re-listen, but I think he told us that he was giving us orders on the conclave, and he was telling us that we need to follow these, and he will give us a chance later to go after them. I need to rewatch and remember
It,
that.
it was kept vague and
It was like,
stringent
hey, they want
on-
this
on
person.
details on purpose
Yeah.
to pretty much allow him wiggle room, but to make it so that he essentially would never be caught in
So-
a lie, and neither would you. And if you need to make a change real quick, it can be done
Yeah.
without like, you know, there being falsehoods being told or being done.
Right.
But he's very intelligent. There's a reason why his mother is a part of the conclave. Like he's been brought up with this type of
If-
manipulative domino mentality.
If we screw up their plans in Staircrag, he's going to blame it on us going rogue and doing it on our own.
Right.
Right.
And then he has
Doesn't
plausible
matter.
deniability because he told us not to do that or to do something else.
Right.
So we're going to take all the blame for screwing that up.
Regardless.
If that's what happened.
He also did tell you, don't worry about the logistics and the optics. I'll take care of that. Just
Yeah.
to make sure the right person gets in power.
Do we know who the right
Two.
person is?
We don't.
We
No.
don't.
Don't.
It would
No.
either
He
He
But
literally
this-
told us not to worry
That's
about
another part of the thing.
This
You're
was a
not-
potential
you
candidate.
only know what you need to know in order to have plausible
Yep.
deniability.
These
Well-
people could have been a candidate, but it's gone now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The information that you got from them that were in the Caloridran Smooth Hands and Elistrae to have like Drow that didn't have that kind of like, I don't want to say this, but like evil tendency, to be freer and wanted to put somebody in a clan position that would have fought for those rights
Yeah.
and would have been possibly like, you know, a good, well, I mean, it's hard to say, just a person for that faction. And now all of the representatives, like the freedom fighters for that faction, are gone.
Yeah.
All of them. At least this sect is gone.
The ones that came here. There may
Right.
still be some back in Steer Crag, but we
Possibly.
And their leader is just completely dead at this point. We can't resurrect him.
That individual
was
the person that was supposed to be put in that position.
Right.
So we
But
can
I'm
revive
saying
him.
like
I can raise him.
yeah, for
I suppose, yes.
it hasn't been a minute yet.
It
so-
has not been a minute yet. You could technically, it is very close. We did go into 6 rounds there. So you then you spent a round being revived. So you have 18 seconds to bring this person back to life if you wish, if you choose to do so. And you have the diamonds to do so.
Did you get a good look at that?
We do have
Yeah.
the diamonds.
Yeah, I painted those for her.
Those are. Is that
I didn't get to check the teeth
Right.
though. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
Those were a lot of
that's
fun. Oh, here's,
Yeah,
you get to
speak
see
with
the
that,
other ones too?
I don't have them prepared.
Yeah, they're right
One of
here.
yeah. Oh no, they
I
both
can
are. Yep.
do it, but I don't have them prepared.
Big lady.
There you go.
For the speak with
Speak with
But you can gentle repose.
Oh, I know. I have revivify.
Oh, okay. There you
We're
go.
talking about speak with that.
Yeah.
And I deliberately kept one spell.
Do you have gentle repose? So there could be, that's also another option. You could cast gentle repose and make this decision later.
that might be
Yeah, but carrying a dead body through town.
Won't be the first time. we do
Carrying
it.
It'd be the
food.
first time.
Well, yeah, but normally we put them in the bag and then
You
carry
got the
the bag
bag.
through town.
We could all just
I thought the bag was too
like-
full for another body.
Well,
It is.
you emptied up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we
You
did.
know,
Look for the order. and-
Not that much.
We could still carry.
No, I
them.
repacked everything.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can do like we got me into town. Just make him invisible, put him over Conk's shoulder, and
We kidnap Bernie's him across town.
No, make him invisible.
yeah,
But-
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
how I got
Kind of like how we got
Absolutely.
Comatose Log into the city.
Right.
You could do that, yeah, for sure. There's a bunch of options to what you want to do here. That would also make your, granted,
If this was their
you-
objective,
depending on how
that
fast
would
you
make
get
us
back to here
definitely
and whether you take time
Yeah.
to heal yourself and like rest, you may not have any way of knowing that this person.
Well, I mean,
You might assume that they are dead. You don't have a telepathic connection.
but wouldn't I not see the dead body and be like, ah, yes, the dead body must have been
Well,
moved.
the
or
dead
something.
body might be gone. Doesn't mean that they're alive again.
Yeah, but I can be very thorough.
So
I gotta check where the dead
does
body
she
went.
Sense
You
anything
can- absolutely,
because of
you
the
absolutely
blood- She sense anything because of the blood maledict linking to me?
I'm so sorry for using that term. It's not a blood mount.
I know, but I mean,
It's
like,
not the actual blood hunter ability. It's just
a
the
similar-
word that actually came to mind when it's
no, you're
it's
fine,
called
but I'm
something
just
else.
Thinking,
Go ahead.
if she's telepathically linked to that
Her
other-
sisters?
yeah, who then linked to me.
But they did.
Am I now
Oh,
telepathically
you want to do like a
linked
feedback loop with you want to try to make it go the opposite way?
I'm just curious.
You can certainly try.
But can I also then? Wouldn't I also then
Would
if
she
be
be able
linked
to
to
sense
him?
me?
Right.
It's
You can
certainly
certainly
within the
try.
realm of possibility.
Because
we,
the thing
we
is,
can
if
make
you
some
can,
rolls to see what happens.
I'm just wondering if she can sense me.
yeah, because if you could sense, if you were trying to reverse it to the point where you could sense me, then I would then be
Right.
be able to sense
Right.
you
Certainly
as
within
well.
the realm of possibility. It could happen. Yep. Yep. And then that might, if that becomes an issue and that comes to light as being something that is possible,
I'd have to kill you. I think.
would you go? What lengths would you go to sever it, and would you sever it?
Right.
No, we'll just make a fun friendship.
I'd be like,
Pen pals.
Now you can
That'd be part of my redemption arc.
Love and no vibe, your can and rye for all my life.
just start explaining everything.
Yeah.
I would too. Argument doesn't
And
really
so,
work.
so soft guy, I do want to talk a little bit about what you saw.
Yeah.
The evidence is very strong.
Yeah.
the
The uniform, the eyes.
Yeah.
A couple things connect the dots then for you, as far as if the Dorken and Rye went after your mentors, who were part of the Vox Mentis, the Dorken and Rye probably have something against the Vox Mentis, or something they don't want the Vox Mentis to accomplish.
Yeah.
I mean, and that'll take further research.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, I understand the implicit anger of the people that killed your
You just look like
Mentors,
you were in charge.
But what I'm saying is, like, wouldn't you be upset at the people in charge of the Dirty Cannon ride versus them? Because they're just
I'm
like,
upset at everybody.
they're like, oh,
Yeah, that's a very good point.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, go
They're-
to this, go kill this
You're
person.
like,
They're
kill
like,
them all,
okay.
let the gods sort them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
They're
I'm
the
kinda
tools
like-
of
Yeah, exactly.
that assassination.
Yeah.
They don't
Essentially,
get a choice.
they have
Yeah,
been
they don't have a
trained from a
choice.
very young age to be legendary weapons.
The conclave tells them to kill. They
I don't
They
care.
don't.
Like,
they can't say, "Oh no, I
it's
don't."
like-
wanna do
And that's okay. That's probably
Like, I
that
think
could be very well
Sokka
Sokka's
is, like-
disposition that she doesn't care.
I'm
like
Yeah.
Sokka's like,
burn them all.
But
I
they're
don't
not
care. You
Indoctrinated.
like, I don't care that you were indoctrinated. I don't care. Like, I don't know. Everything like bad things happen to everyone, and I'm mad at you because you killed my mentors, even though you didn't actually kill my mentors. You just looked.
I'm so glad Theo and Taylor are still friends.
Yeah, but oh yeah, of course, because it's like, it's pretend.
Yeah.
But like, but think about it, because what if it's these people, like the Durkana Ride, could have been in your same position, and that's why they're in the Durkana Ride, because they had some sort of person that they cared about or took care of them that was murdered by the Durkana Ride.
Like, it's
So
possible, but
you
I don't
know.
care.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah,
It's like,
Sokka's pretty brutal, and
That's
Sokka had a
intense.
very, very, very rough upbringing, so
Yeah.
it could very, very well be their disposition.
it's like also like, yeah.
We can't. We
But it's
also
also,
can't
like,
just
we
like
can't
wipe out
just
the
be, like-
conclave without worrying about it.
Yeah, it's like
So-
it's like
Orphan who basically had their family murdered and became an orphan again by the Durkana.
yeah, like I was
Yeah.
born an
So-
orphan.
They were born an orphan, found a family, found a loving family, then the loving family was murdered by the Durkana Ride and became an orphan again.
Hey, there are people with that same backstory in the Durkana Ride.
But that's part of the reason he doesn't care.
Yeah, but like that doesn't really matter to me because one, you're trying to kill me, so
Yeah.
of course I'm gonna fight back.
But no,
and
they
two,
weren't even trying to kill you. You just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I
And
love,
the thing is, I
before
actively-
you get into this too much, I don't want to give you too
Yeah, of
much
course.
of it away. So
Oh, no, I'm not giving anything away. I'm just saying I actively tried not to kill you, actually. So,
yeah, none of you were double killed.
yeah.
I mean,
No.
like,
So
yeah,
think
but-
about that. Just think about it.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for sticking around. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the Burn Ends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all of our stuff. Also, stay tuned for the Baker's Dozen and all the rest of our stuff. And as always, stay safe out there.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.